Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab code's on back order. Now it's time for this week's Pokemon Omega Ruby rotation battles in the free battle in Battle Spot. So as mentioned in yesterday's team building video, which I put a link to in the description down below if you are interested to check out the strategies and movesets of these Pokemon, click that link to that video. You can check out all the stuff that I've got planned, then come on back and finish watching these actual battles. But as I mentioned, Mega Aerodactyl is our team captain. He's going to get that Tough Claws ability and just try to power his way through with the team he's brought with him. So without any further ado, let's get right into these battles now and see how well Mega Aerodactyl and the rest of the team do this week in the Omega Ruby rotation battles. And we're going up against Axel from France, looking for O-Powers it looks like. Alright, so Axel has a decent team except for the Roselia. Let's not even pay attention to that. We see a Rayquaza, possibly Mega, holding an item as well. Could be a Mega Gyarados, could be a Mega Latios, could be a Mega Metagross, and a Granbull. So, what would be the best to use against these Pokemon? I'm definitely thinking I do want to, of course, bring Aerodactyl. I think I will actually lead with Aerodactyl and see what they actually start with. Now, of course, he's not going to be good against the Metagross. Could have a Steel-type move, Gyarados could have Water. There's not too much Aerodactyl could do back to either of those two, not with the moveset that he has. But he'd be good for that Rayquaza, so I will lead with him. Now, if the Gyarados does come in, I am going to lead with, I'm going to bring Blitz as well as one of the lead Pokemon, because I can rotate him up and go for the Thunderbolt. We see no immunities to electricity on this team, so we can actually freely go for a Thunderbolt if the Gyarados is in play. What are the other problems with this, though? Let me see. The Metagross, best way to deal with Metagross, I'm thinking... Well, they have Clear Body normally, so I can't really slow it down with Dozer's Bulldoze attack. I could just go for some Pure Power and bring in Machamp. Now, he could also be good if these things are not holding their Mega Stones. He can knock off whatever items they happen to have. So I will bring... No, I don't know. Metagross are usually physical attackers. I think Squeak might be the best way to go here. He can get the Focus Sash counter combo and possibly drop a Metagross. For the fourth and final Pokemon, I think our best one would probably be Caliburn the Aegislash. If the Granbull does come into play, we can go for that Gyro Ball. Alright, battle gets underway versus Axel. It's shaping up to be a pretty excellent battle. Alright, so issues the challenge. We see the leads, of course, are Aerodactyl, Blitz, and Squeak. Showing off their contest ribbons. I love it. And in comes Granbull, Latios, and Leviator. I love seeing the different language names of some Pokemon. So Gyarados is Leviator. Now, as I say, we can predict that the Gyarados might come in and go for a Water-type move against Aerodactyl. And if that is the case, would Thunderbolt be the way to go? Now, they might actually predict that I would do that, though. But we'll get some pretty good damage off on a lot of these Pokemon. The Latios would be resistant to it, but we could paralyze. I'm going to risk going for the Thunderbolt with Blitz. Alright, so up comes Blitz. No, they actually stay with that Granbull. Okay. Can we paralyze this thing, though? Dazzling Gleam. That's going to pop our air balloon, unfortunately. But we did survive that. Now, since we saw a special move, we know we can't use Squeak's counterattack. They wouldn't bring in the Gyarados at this point. So I think I'm actually going to go for a light screen right now. The Latios could come up. I want to get some defenses up, because those are more likely going to be special attackers. But they actually stay in with the Granbull. Go for a Lick Attack. Well, minimal damage. Actually, that hurt quite a bit. So we know we can drop it with a Thunderbolt. I think I'm just going to go for that. They don't seem to be wanting to rotate this thing out. Of course, now will be the turn. They bring the Latios up, but let's see what happens. Nope, they stay active. The Thunderbolt drops the Granbull. And we're down to my 4 versus 3 opposing Pokemon. And the last one takes the field is Rayquaza. Now, would they actually go for the Dragon Ascent right now? Either way, I think now's the time to try Squeak's combo. I'm going to rotate into Squeak. I'm going to choose Counter. I don't think they would use Dragon Ascent with an electric type. Here comes a special attacker. This was a big mistake, but we will survive at least. Alright, so it's going to lower the special attack stat, which is very nice. We might actually survive with the light screen up, though. Actually, yeah, we survived that quite well. Way to go, Squeak. Now, of course, the counter does fail, and now they know that I have counter, so I had to watch out for that. We could go for the Dragon Claw against either of these two. If the Gyarados comes in, that could be a problem if it goes for a Water-type move, but I'm actually going to risk it. I'm going to go into Aerodactyl and Mega Evolve and go for the Dragon Claw physical contact attack. They stay active with the Latios. Mega Aerodactyl takes the field. The ancient power of the flying type dinosaur, whatever. Dragon Claw! It is almost a one-hit KO. Alright, so your special attack has fallen, and our late screen is still up, so unless you get a critical hit, you're going to take this nicely. Excellent. Alright, special attack falls once again. Now, this thing should fall to a Thunderbolt at this point. If the Gyarados comes up, a Thunderbolt will take it down as well. So, with all this being said, the way to go is bring up Blitz, Thunderbolt away. The only thing that could take that would be Rayquaza. So down goes the Latios. We're in a good spot now. I think our safest bet, well, I was thinking of going for Blitz's Thunderbolt right now, but they're probably going to rotate Leviator out and go into Rayquaza. So I'm going to go into our Aerodactyl once again, go for the Dragon Claw once more, predicting that they might rotate in, but if not, we can get some good damage off on this Gyarados. So Dragon Claw connects. It's going to be a, oh, it's a dive attack. Do we have anything that can block a dive attack? We don't have any protections on our Pokemon. So of course I'm going to rotate out from Aerodactyl so he doesn't take a super effective hit. Probably our best bet. I'm just going to go ahead and counter with Squeak. Now I don't think he's going to survive this dive, but if he does, we can get the counter off. Either way, we're pretty sure that a Dragon Claw will drop either of the two opposing Pokemon next turn. Now, Squeak had to take the hit to fall, unfortunately. But in his sacrifice, Aerodactyl makes it through to the next turn, in which we can go for the Dragon Claw. Probably the best bet, though. I'm going to bring Blitz and go for the Thunderbolt first. I'm starting to wonder, I don't know if a single Dragon Claw from Aerodactyl will drop the Rayquaza. But the opponent's going to choose to actually disconnect there, it seems, so I'm going to count that as a win because we were in a spot to take that battle regardless, so good game to my opponent, well played. And our final opponent from Picardy, France, Etanos. I hope I'm pronouncing that decently enough. And decent team, I see. You got Dragonite, Yanmega, Mew, Glaceon, slightly underleveled, Hydreigon, and Rayquaza. A lot of things weak to Dragon on this team, so I am going to lead with Aerodactyl. We do have that Tough Claws boosted Dragon Claw. We're going to enter him as the first. And we see some ice weaknesses as well in 4 of these Pokemon, so Machamp is another good choice to bring in. And we see a lot of physical offense, maybe, but the Mew could be mixed. I don't know, I'm trying to think of bringing Squeak with the Focus Sash counter. I think we'll actually go with Dozer to get the Rock Tomb speed control, and let's give Aegislash a try. Caliburn, would he be good against these? Not really particularly, actually. I think next best bet, I'm actually going to bring Squeak as our 4th Pokemon and try for the counter and Focus Sash. Or rather, Focus Sash and counter, because that's the order that they will trigger in. Alright, so Etanos. Let us see what you lead off with. We do see the Mega Bracelet on the trainer, so of course that could be, like I said, Mega Rayquaza. Let's show off our contest ribbons for the opponent, and Yanmega, Hydreigon, and Mew. All shiny. Well, this is legit. So, Ice Punch would be good against 2 of these things. The Mew could be a problem, but I'm going to go into Machamp anyway and go for the Ice Punch. Look at that nice blue Mew. And a blue Yanmega as well, actually. And a Pokemon that's normally blue, of course, Hydreigon, is green. And in comes the Psychic-type Mew. That's not good. It's going for Metronome. Alright, let's see what random chance. Infestation. Well, we resist that. That's one of those kind of trapping moves, like Fire Spin or Bind. Alright, so Ice Punch, they now know we have Ice Punch. Not the best. It would be something if the trapping moves prevented rotation as well, but fortunately they do not. But if they're going to go Metronome, we're going to return in kind. Dozer comes up, we're going for the Metronome. Psychic, we can handle that. I know you're immune, but our defenses are not as good as I hoped. Critical hit, okay. Metronome, what do we get? We find Cosmic Power, boosting the defenses. So now the Psychic attack, unless they land critical again, is not going to be as powerful. Let's play this Metronome game a little bit longer. And then just go Overheat. We're going to lower their special attack, and our defenses are now up thanks to Cosmic Power. Alright, what does Metronome give us this time? I could go for Rest next, though, I think. Probably the best idea. And U-turn! Not bad, we're going to get some super effective damage and return back to the Pokeball. And in comes Squeak. So, I think the best move here... Oh, I gotta choose Squeak. I thought I just automatically chose it because there's only one Pokemon to choose. I think the best bet here is to go into Aerodactyl and go for the Dragon Claw right now. So we're gonna go into Aerodactyl Mega Evolution. Dragon Claw should probably drop the Mew with Contact. Super effective on the Hydreigon. And decent damage at least against that Yanmega, depending on their defense. Like, I don't think they have the best defense to begin with. So, do we actually outspeed the Mew? This could be a problem. But we saw their special attack was just lowered. I don't think there's too much to worry here. We are max speed. Come on, can we do this? We do outspeed. Dragon Claw connects against the Mew. And the Psychic Kitty Cat survives that attack. Fairy Lock. What does this one do again? I think I just can't switch out. Yeah, okay, no one can run away during the next turn. So that's not a problem. I can go ahead and just go for another Dragon Claw. I believe is probably our best move. I would have liked to keep the Metronome battle going on a little bit longer, but I did randomly get that U-turn. That is quite defensive compared to what I was expecting. Alright, so not very effective, but they have that speed boost. Here's what I gotta do. I'm gonna stick in with Aerodactyl for the time being. Go with the Aerial Ace. I don't know if we'll outspeed after that speed boost, but on the next turn I can go for Squeak's Sucker Punch. Alright, how well do we do against this Yanmega? We actually still outspeed. Excellent. Thank you, Aerodactyl. Speed investment paid off. Alright, so there are 3 Pokemon left on the opposing side. Rayquaza. Well, we can Dragon Claw that, of course. And actually, Dragon Claw will drop the Mew at that range. Super effective on both the opposing side. Aerodactyl, I'm sure, outspeeds everything. We're just going straight up Dragon Claw attack right now. Let's find out what this does against a shiny, possible Mega Rayquaza or the Hydreigon. I'll take that. It is a one-hit knockout, not even critical. Just gonna take another couple of Dragon Claws to sweep this up, I think. If somehow the Rayquaza survives the Dragon Claw, we do have Ice Punch on Machamp. It has to survive a Flying-type Dragon Ascent, of course, which might not happen, but we'll have to see what happens. But I don't think they're gonna get the chance to attack. There's one more Dragon Claw. Pretty sure is gonna drop this Rayquaza. Just fire it off right now. Mega Aerodactyl sweeping through the team. Well, you want to show me the Mega Evolution? There it is, Mega Rayquaza. Jet Black, Dragon of the Skies. We've got our, what do they call them, the Fossil Goatee Pokemon, Mega Aerodactyl on our side. Okay, now the flying type weaknesses are now negated, but you are still weak to Dragon, but you have extreme speed. We can't take another one of those. We could actually, if the other one isn't critical. But do we need to? We actually kind of do. I'm going to go into... You know what? I'm going to go into Squeak. I'm going to counter. Let's see if Squeak can drop the Mega Rayquaza with a counterattack. Dragon Claw, we will survive. Counterattack, drops Mega Rayquaza. Our little Raticate from Route 1 in Kanto drops the Mega Legendary of Hoenn. Well, that was a good match. Thank you, Etinos. It was fun. And so with that, Mega Aerodactyl and his team emerged victorious in this week's rotation battles, so not only does he earn himself the green glow of victory, but two of our previously defeated Pokemon, Squeak the Raticate and Blitz the Raichu, actually managed to rid themselves of that shameful red hue in favor of the victorious green. So, now that Mega Aerodactyl has had a shot in the limelight, this actually just leaves two more Mega Evolutions from my collection to serve as team captain for the following 2 weeks of rotation battles, those being Scruff the Manectric and Blaze the Charizard. So as I mentioned last week, Blaze already has served as team captain before. As you can see, he's Mega Charizard Y here, but since he does have that second Mega Evolution of Mega Charizard X, I'm going to give him a second shot at these rotation battles. So if you have a preference of either Scruff or Blaze to be the Mega team captain for next week, leave me a comment down below letting me know which one you'd like to see, and I'll work towards assembling a team for next week's matches. Also, if you want to let me know what you thought of these matches today, and if you have any suggestions for improved movesets or strategies for the Pokemon that I used this week, you're welcome to leave that in a comment as well. With all that, it's time to end off this video. Thank you everybody for checking out this week's rotation battles in the free battle in Battle Spot, and I'll catch you next time.